Episode 1. Ashes of the Veil. In the fractured heart of the galaxy lies Vera Prime, a city of gleaming towers and rotting streets, where ambition burns brighter than the suns above it. For lives, strangers to one another, are about to collide, and their choices will shape the fate of worlds yet unborn. First, there is Lyra Valen, sharp as broken glass, clever as a serpent. She dreams not of survival, but of dominion. By her side walks Kayla Dre, her opposite and her twin flame. Reckless, witty, wild as fire. If Lyra is the strategist, Kayla is the blade. Then comes Dorian Crest, the soldier. Scarred, silent, bound by duty. A man who has seen too many battlefields and carries their ghosts upon his back. And finally, Aaron Solari, thief, trickster, genius, outsider. His body marked by sigils that glow faintly in the dark, his grin carrying secrets he'll never admit. Neon-lit alley, Vera Prime streets, rain-soaked metal, futuristic skyline. They met not by choice, but by consequence. In the underbelly of Vera Prime, a job gone wrong brought them together, and the veil itself began to stir. Scene begins. All Lyra, low, calculating. This wasn't supposed to be messy. We were meant to take the shard and disappear. Kayla, grinning despite the chaos. Messy? I call this fun. Besides, you look better when you're improvising. Dorian gruff, scanning rooftops. You two talk too much. We're being hunted. Aaron kneeling, fiddling with a stolen device that hums with alien energy. Hunted?
No.
Chosen. This isn't just a shard, it's a key. The device glows, pulsing with strange light. The air ripples. Something ancient and wrong begins to awaken. And so it began. For strangers, bound by chance, standing on the edge of something greater than themselves. A rift in reality, a veil, torn open and calling their names. Episode 3 is where the crew lands on Etherian Prime, and their new powers really get tested for the first time. I'll stretch this episode out with detail, dialogue, and cinematic pacing, so it feels like the story is building towards something massive. Episode 2. The Stowaways of Starlight. Scene 1. Rumors of a distant fire. Dark neon-lit tavern in Vera Prime. Conversations buzz around the crew as they sit in the corner of a crowded cantina. Narrator. The galaxy is never quiet. Whispers spread faster than the speed of light. Rumors of conflict, of treasure, of secrets buried on distant worlds. And for Lyra Valen, rumors are not warnings. They are invitations. Kayla, rolling her eyes, sipping from a dented cup. Here we go again. You've got that look, Lyra. The let's ruin our lives on another adventure look. Lyra, leaning forward, storm gray eyes gleaming. There's talk of something happening on Etherian Prime. A disturbance. A power no one can explain. And you know as well as I do, we can't ignore that. Dorian gruff, arms crossed. We can. In fact, we should. Unknown powers, unstable planets, secret factions? That's how people end up dead. Aaron, smirking, tinkering with a glowing shard-like device. Or how people end up legends. Personally, I like legends. Scene 2. The Problem of Passage. The crew navigates the spaceport, sprawling docks full of ships. Captains bark orders, mechs haul cargo, smugglers negotiate bribes. Narrator. Getting off-world was the first obstacle. But no captain, no smuggler, no trader wanted 4 strangers heading to Etherian Prime. The planet had become a whispered name, one cloaked in fear. Kayla, grinning as another captain rejects them. Strikeout number 6. At this rate, we'll just flap our arms and hope for orbit. Lyra, eyes narrowing as she overhears a group of dockworkers.
Wait.
Did you hear that? Cargo ship. Route to Etherian Prime. Departure tonight. Dorian low, cautious. You're not suggesting. Aaron, interrupting, grin widening. She's absolutely suggesting. And I absolutely agree. Scene 3. The Infiltration. Night falls. The docks are flooded with the glow of landing lights and the hiss of hydraulics. The cargo ship looms ahead, towering and armored. Guards patrol, scanners sweep, and crates are loaded one by one. Narrator. To sneak aboard was no simple task. The vessel was massive, its hold stacked high with supplies bound for a dangerous world. But Lyra thrived in impossible tasks. Lyra signals Kayla to cause a distraction. Kayla bumps into a guard, feigns drunkenness, and loudly mocks his uniform until he's red-faced. Dorian moves with military precision, disabling a security scanner with quiet efficiency. Aaron works fast, hacking the cargo manifest to insert their names, under aliases, as supply handlers. They slip inside, ducking between crates. The cargo bay doors close with a thunderous hiss, sealing them in darkness. Scene 4, The Ride. Inside the cargo bay, stacked high with metal containers. The hum of the engines vibrates through the steel floor. The crew finds a hollow space between crates and settles in. Kayla, whispering, stretched out on a crate. Remind me again why we didn't just bribe a captain like normal people? Lyra, smirking in the dim glow. Because normal doesn't change worlds. This does. Aaron, holding up the glowing device he stole earlier. And if the rumors are true, we're heading towards something extraordinary. Maybe this shard isn't the only secret waiting for us. Dorian sighs, leaning back against a crate. Or maybe it's another grave we're digging. We'll see. Scene 5, The Jump. Alarms hum through the ship. Lights flicker. A low vibration builds as the vessel prepares for hyperspace. The sound is deafening, a roar that grows into a scream of bending reality. Narrator. Hyperdrive was meant to be routine. A slip through folded space. But on this night, on this ship, something went wrong. Something else slipped through with them. The ship jolts violently. Crates rattle. The crew is thrown against the walls. Energy cracks like lightning across the hold, blinding white light flooding the chamber. The shard in Aaron's hand pulses wildly, resonating with the jump. Kayla shouting. Lyra, what the hell is happening? Aaron gritted teeth, holding the shard. It's not just a shard, it's a conductor. The energy surges. A blast of otherworldly force engulfs them. Time itself seems to shatter. Scene 6, The Awakening. Silence. The ship stabilizes. The crew lies scattered, breathing hard, the air thick with static and ozone. One by one, they rise, changed. Lyra feels her thoughts sharpen, her mind racing with calculations she never could have made before. She sees patterns in the air, possibilities laid bare like open books. Her ambition now has teeth. Kayla flexes her hands, and the steel of a crate bends slightly under her grip. Strength hums through her muscles, dangerous and intoxicating. Dorian blinks and his vision shifts. He can see in the dark, through walls, the heat of bodies glowing faintly beyond the cargo. A soldier now armed with sight no man should possess. Aaron stares at his arms, where the glowing sigils burn brighter than ever. Sparks leap from his fingers, crackling arcs of energy dancing in his palms. Kayla grinning, wild-eyed. Well, that was new. Lyra, smiling slowly, eyes fierce with ambition. No, that was destiny. Narrator, voice deep, ominous. And so, for stowaways became something more. Powers born not of choice, but of fate. And ahead, on Etherean Prime, the truth of the veil awaited them, waiting to see what monsters or heroes they would become. Fire now the crew as powers, the stakes are rising, and they're heading straight for Etherean Prime where the real mystery awaits.